Start her up.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, how's it going, GFW Trains Nation, all my fellow Trainiacs?
Trainiacs, I like that word.
Trainiacs, you got it. How we doing, everybody?
I'm doing good. How about you?
That's good. And you are?
I'm George, otherwise known as GFW Trains.
And
he is Waldozer Productions.
I'm Wally. I'm known as the guy who takes GFW Trains places. Welcome to another Fast Friday live stream, huh, George?
Fast Friday, that's right.
And what do we do on Fast Friday?
We talk about trains, everything but mostly trains.
Everything but mostly trains. Welcome, everybody, here. Sorry about the late start on the Fast Friday this week, right, George?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had a baseball game.
Right. And it wasn't a real good one tonight. Not a good result for the good guys.
Yeah, the bad guys won.
Yep. But, hey, got a chance to come back down here, play some trains. So everybody kick back, relax, grab yourself an iced tea, and let's hang out for a little bit this Friday night. Gateway to the weekend. Got to love that, right?
Oh, yes. Gotta love that.
Cool. Well, we've been up to a lot of things. I'd like to welcome everybody here in the stream, seeing a lot of familiar faces around here. We're kind of don't have much plan for the stream today. We're just kind of, it's going to be like jazz today, George. You never know what's coming. Just kind of playing it by ear. Just like the old days.
The old days?
Yeah, when we just kind of had a give and take with people on the stream.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Dang, this is going to be back to
doing some, we can play a couple drinking games. In fact, I got a new drinking game for everybody tonight. Everybody can take a sip of iced tea every time George says, oh, yeah. That's the drinking game tonight.
Bruh.
Yeah. No, that's it, George. Every time George says, oh, yeah. Take a sip, everybody.
I don't know how much I like that drinking game.
Well, you know what, George? George, you didn't like the cab forward drinking game either, did you? And for those of you who don't know, we started this live stream a long time ago. And George's favorite engine is the cab forward. And he used to talk about the cab forward all the time.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. So every time George would say cab forward, we had a drinking game. Every time George would say cab forward, take a drink. So now the drinking game for tonight is every time George says, yeah, take a drink.
I don't know how.
Oh. There we go. So for those of you new around here, welcome. For those of you that have been around here for long, welcome back. We're kind of hanging out here. I'd like to welcome everybody in the stream. For those of you that aren't around here very much, we usually what we'll do is we'll welcome everybody into the stream, give them a good whistle too, just like this. Is that the 844 whistle, or that's 4449 whistle today? So we'll get everybody a whistle as they come in. So we've got GSMR 1702 says welcome. Good evening all. Having a late start tonight, but that's all right for sure. We got Cat Nuts, Southern Yankee Railroad here. Thanks for coming by. You weren't late. We just had a late start to the stream. So thanks for coming by when you did. Hopefully you'll swing back by. Funkmaster Beavis. Feeling the funk tonight. Good to see you.
Oh.
Let's see, we got Slag Cat, Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad. Good to see you. Hopefully you're catching that 4449 as she rolls around in her beautiful whistle. Lank the Verminator is here. Says, I can't make it. I'm going to court for texting and the wrong one in Discord.
What?
Ooh, that's not good. I hope you got a good attorney.
That's good.
But Lank, if you're around here right now, good to see you. D. Klinger's in the house. We got our man Train Storm hanging out this evening. And our good friend North Country Trains. Guys, thanks for coming by. Ravenhawk is in the house. We got to get Ravenhawk on here on one of these streams, don't we, George?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Ravenhawk's an interesting interesting train guy. He's a train magician. When last time we were talking to him, or every time I see him talk about a train, all of a sudden he reaches underneath his desk.
One. It's like a weird train too.
Right.
It's diesels. He's
Yeah,
into the diesels.
right.
Yeah.
So Ravenhawk, we'll have to loop back around because we'd love to have you as a guest on the stream. That'd be fun. In fact, North Country Trains, I saw him on a stream here, and North Country Trains says he's got some updates to his layout. He's been making some really good videos of his layout, and it'd be fun to have him back on to see his layout updates and talk with him about that, huh?
Yes.
All right. So let's see here, catching up everybody. Let's see. We already got GSMR, but we'll loop back around. We're not stingy with the whistles around here. We got Grandpa George. Thanks for coming in, Grandpa George. Everybody is rolling in here. We're starting to get some more people. If you're just rolling in, do us a huge favor and smash that like button.
Yes, smash it. Big time.
Smash that like button because that helps us out with the algorithm. And yeah, for sure. Train Finder Craig. How we doing, Train Finder? How things over there in Ohio? Craig's in the house. All right. And we got our man R's Trains. We'll talk about that when we get loop back around. We had a great time on his show last week, didn't we, George?
Oh yeah, fun, very fun.
I was honored that Bob dressed up as Wally.
Bob dressed up as Wally. Yes, that's right.
Bob, the snowman. If you haven't seen R's Trains, if you haven't seen Corey's live stream, he does a live stream called Sunday Run Day. And it's a lot of fun. And we were on as a guest on his show last week. Had a great time. Could have talked for hours with Corey. And
could have, yeah.
And he's got a little mascot on his show. Bob was a snowman. And Bob was dressed up like me. Had a little
Hawaiian shirt and the GFW Trains T-shirt.
Right. So that was fun. And I was honored that was happened. We had good stuff on your show there. All right. So who else we got rolling in the door? Slag Cat. Did we get? I don't know if we got Slag Cat, but we're, like I said, we're not stingy around here. Slag Cat, Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad, and Grandma Nita. How you doing, Grandma? That's really looking nice back there. Isn't that looking nice back there behind us, that mural? The Hellgate Bridge is coming in. She was working on that. She's been working on that. Isn't that neat? You should see it. There's a lot of neat 3D painting work on that one. So, yeah, Grandpa says, sorry, didn't make the game. 59 was a parking lot. I came out on 59. That's the road. And coming to our house, it was a parking lot. So he turned around and came back home. That was a nice one. Isaiah Hawkins says, I don't have iced tea, but I have water. It's safer for a drinking game. That's true. That's cool. True. Van Dorn Media Works says, hey, everyone, making my Long Island iced tea right now. That's the spirit, my friend. That's the spirit. Craig says, don't have alcohol in those iced teas. Well, you know, it's all how you roll, right? Gosh, I'm way behind here on my chats going through here. So let me roll through here. Radar Diddy says, hi, everyone. Really enjoyed. Just returned to the hobby after 25 years of being away. Well, that's cool, Radar Diddy. Cool. Those are the ones that make me feel happy is when somebody like you says that they came by, saw our show, and they get rolling on the hobby again. That's good stuff. So CSX GE ET44AT says hello. Landing the train. Welcome to the stream, guys. Ooh, we got our man James Williams saying hello, train friends. Welcome to the stream there, Jim. Good to see you. Sorry we couldn't get you over this week. Hopefully we'll get some more work done this week on the layout. Got Rail Brothers Productions in the house. My brother-in-law, George's uncle, Greg Barton. Greetings all the way from the Barton Ranch in South Central Pennsylvania.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, he's over at his parents' house, so he's out there with all of your Pennsylvania boys. So it's good to see him in the stream. Devon McKenzie, welcome. Chris Lambert, good evening from California, Lambo. Thanks for rolling by the stream. Catnuts wants to know if you received that package this week, George.
I did.
We'll loop back around to that. Keep that in your bonnet there. We want to say hello to everybody and not get off track. But, yeah, that was really cool. That's another thing. 1-800 Clyde saying hello. Did we get CSX GE
Yeah, we did.
All right. Well, welcome, CSX. We're not stingy with the whistles around here. Gosh, Aurora Shea's in the house. Good to see you, Aurora. Thanks for coming by and hanging out on Fast Friday. Grab yourself some iced tea and kick back and relax. Good evening, Robert. Thanks for swinging by, saying hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I lost my spot. There we go. Come rolling through here. Who else I got? John Train, BFRG. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I think I'm getting everybody through here. Hello, everybody. Got Train Finder. We got all of these guys. We got, Pennsylvania Railroad Joe says, good evening. TCA Fort Pitt first outdoor meet tomorrow. How cool is that, huh?
Yeah.
9 a.m. Marysville Fire Hall east of Pittsburgh. I've got to be there at 6:30 a.m., so can't hang for long. Well, hey, PRR Joe, really cool for coming by and hanging out. We're excited about that train meet. The train meet's opening up. We had one last week, didn't we, George?
We did. Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun. We went out there. There was a huge meet, wasn't it?
It was probably like one of the
big.
biggest meets I've been to, or division meets that I remember from the longest time. So
right. We got something. Why don't you show everybody? We'll get back to this. We got this. Gotta love those NW2s. So we got another NW2.
I think this is probably around number
It's got to be about 19 or 20 on our NW2s. I got a little obsession with those NW2s. Funkmaster Beavis is in the house. Good to see you, Funkmaster. RJ's Trains is here. Thanks everybody for rolling in. Good to see you, RJ. I'm glad to see you kind of coming around these days, hanging out with ours Trains and hanging out here.
So RJ's a Mets fan, right?
Yeah.
Dude, every New York Yankees fan is now a Mets fan. Especially with the Yankees, they're sucking it up, man.
The Yankees aren't doing so
good.
Yeah,
no, they're not doing good at all. So now the whole state of New York is Mets fan.
They're changing over. Wow. Well, that's a flip-flop from what it usually is. Rising Phoenix Railroad's in the house. Hey, welcome to the stream here. Mr. Arkansas and Oklahoma Modeler. The Arkansas and Oklahoma Modeler is here. What's up, homies? Yeah. So, let's get back to that TCA meet. So it's really cool that the Fort Pitt division's having their meet because we finally got out to our first TCA meet in a long time. For those of you that don't know, George and I belong to the Train Collectors Association, and that's what PRR Joe's talking about is the Train Collectors Association. There's a link in the description below for the main group of the Train Collectors Association. The website is traincollectors.org, and it's a really fun group. There's regional areas around the country. They call them divisions, and each division usually has a lot of different really cool things going on. One of the best ones is out there in the Pittsburgh area, the Fort Pitt division. And
we were out there. They held a really cool convention. Actually, 2017, they held the National Toy Train Convention. And we went out there, and it was really cool. It was like the first train convention I'd gone to in a while. I think the last one we went to was in St. Louis in 2012, right? How long ago?
Yeah. I think 2012 was the first one that you went to. The first one you went to was in 2005.
Yes, but the last one before
2012
was in St. Louis, Missouri. So then it was really cool going to Pennsylvania for kind of just to go to the National Train Collectors Association convention for the first time in a while. So it was a really cool experience, and man, the geography out there is so different.
Oh, it is. Lots of hills and mountains and tunnels and stuff.
Cornfield.
And then the other thing that's really cool there in Pittsburgh is all of those the bridges and everything through the city. Wasn't that? It's like a roller coaster, right?
Too.
Oh, the incline railroad.
A lot of Norfolk Southern too. That was really cool.
Yeah. We had a great time out there. But so it's neat that all of these train shows are coming online. In fact, DB Tech had a fun stream where he was going through the train show. Was it? Yeah, it was DB Tech, I think.
Yes.
Was going through. I had a brain fart there. No, I'm old. PRO Joe says we sold out all the spots. I'm the secretary of the division. I was there with the kids club. At the convention.
Yeah. Did the
I remember now.
The scenery. Yeah. Oh,
we enjoyed that. George loved that with the kids club.
I still got my cards that I made.
Yeah. We should bring them out with Joe
on
a stream in the future. But that was a good time out there. Good time, Joe. We loved it.
But I think my diagram that I made got crushed on the car ride home.
It did. It did.
And all the scenery that, the extra stuff we got, there's a bunch, a super glue spilled in the bottom of the box. so it like burned the bottom of the box and everything there was just like all like it was like an ocean of super glue.
Yeah. Hey, so we got a couple other people rolling through the door. We got DB Tech, we got Burnsy. Welcome, guys. So yeah, the train shows is fun to see the train shows coming back online, isn't it, George?
Oh,
So
yeah.
there was a lot of neat stuff. We had a chance to walk around. There was a couple of neat things. We ended up coming home with this cool little NW2 here, the 6250. Not perfect, but it's not bad either. It's in really nice shape, and it's a good runner.
It's nicer than our other
6250.
6250. So
Grandpa's got, I think, 3 or 4 of them. We've only got one, and this is our second one. This one's a little bit different than the other one that we have. The other one we have is rubber stamped, and this one is silk or not rubber decals. It's got decals on it. So there's a couple of variations with the 6250. The words on here, some of them are on there with a rubber stamp, and then some of them are on there with a decal. And then there's also some differences with the spacing of the letters too. So this is one that we didn't have. We didn't have this variety. And it was too good of a deal to walk by. I tell you what, any NW2 switcher, the first run of NW2 switchers, the 6220s, the 622s, 623, 6250, 624, any of those, if I see any of those between 50 and 75 bucks,
you're gonna buy it.
I'm a buyer, man. And they're in good shape. I'm a buyer. So this one right here, walked by, saw my friend had it. It's like, how much you want for that? 75 bucks. Can't beat that. So I turned, my dad was writing him a check for something else. I'm like, hey, Dad, how about a little something, for the son? I pulled that one, George. I pulled that one out of my.
You have never bought an NW2 for $34.
No, I haven't, but you have.
I have. And it was so worth my money. This is the E unit from it. Fell out. And yeah. So $34 NW2.
So the question is how many NW2 switchers do we have at this point? We were counting them up, right? But it was one of the reasons why the stream started a little bit late. We lost ourselves because we
So
I
think I told Cora we have 15 or 14, but I think we got way more than that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we have probably more than 20. I'm thinking if we sat down and counted them all up, I think that we've got more than 20 of those.
Yeah, so we got a lot.
Yeah. Oh, and so you know what's right around the corner too? National Train Day, George.
Ooh, when is that?
That's in the middle of May. I believe it's the second week of May. I want to say May. It might be on your birthday.
My birthday.
Might be on May 15th this day. Is that what they
Let me look it up.
Well, I'm sure somebody will tell us in the stream here, George.
All right.
Yeah. So I just switched on the gosh, it's going crazy. We are so ooh. Stream. I'm going back to this one. May 10th, George.
May 10th.
Yep.
Dang. It would be cooler if it was on my birthday. We should move it to my birthday.
So I saw Nicholas Schnee's in the house. Welcome, Nicholas Schnee. Glad to have you here in the stream today. Thanks for everybody who's rolling through the door. If you haven't already, please smash that like button for us, right? If you're new to the stream, go over there and hit that subscribe button because we have all kinds of really cool content here on GFW Trains. I think George has got something rolling around in his brain right now that he's trying to come up with for a video, aren't you, George? George is like, maybe, yes, no, what?
What?
So we did a really cool one, the last video. This is kind of one that I put together from our family. So the last one is kind of a Waldozer Productions one. Under GFW Trains, brought to you by Waldozer Production. We went out to the Rail Explorers in Las Vegas, which is those
pedal cars
on the rails. So we were able to go out there and do that. We made a really cool video of that. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. It's in the link below, in the description below. So check that out. And as I'm talking about checking everything out, everybody, we've got a really cool community here. We've got so many neat creators on YouTube, and we've got a lot of very, very fine modelers and great people doing some neat stuff around YouTube. So we've got to make sure that we're not only friends on here, but that we support each other. Check out everybody's channels. Check out everybody's really cool content. And you know what? There's a lot of neat stuff going on. In fact, Stephen Kofrel, one of our favorites, friends that we've met here. One of our first friends that we met. He's been really pumping out the real cool
Yes.
videos.
Oh yeah, so gotten us some new post-tour Santa Fe. I think you got 2383s. I think you recently got
2383s are some sweet locomotives there.
Yes.
Hey, Train Finder Craig with the super sticker. Thank you very much, George. We're good. I suppose it. Got to sing a rail song, George? No. George is like, man, my friends watch this. I think I was going to get punched the last time. La 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 la. I'll sing a song about George not singing songs. And look at his face. He wants to punch his dad in the face and not have another train race today.
I would clap.
But
it was about.
It was too bad, huh?
Yeah.
That was too bad. Speech already. You got it, North Country Trains. We got that speech and some beautiful music. So, so Isaiah says he's got the perfect opportunity for Wabash Cannonball. That is next. That's my favorite thing. So, what's your opportunity there, Isaiah? There we go. Listen to the rumble.
That is jingle.
Jingle, the rumble and the roar. Yes. She glides upon the mountain, on the hills and by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's a regular combination on the Wabash Cannonball.
Listen
to
jingle, the rumble and the roar. And you
got it, George. We got it. We got George to sing a little bit. Yes.
There you go. There's my my singing.
All right. Well, I like that, George. See, the thing that I liked about it too is your voice has all of a sudden gotten really quiet. But it's not like the old days where you couldn't hear George because we got the microphones. We're big time now. We're ballers.
Microphone.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Robert wants to know if you're on a new baseball team, George.
The high school baseball team.
George made the high school baseball team. That's what the Y is for. It's for the Yorkvilles. The mighty Yorkvilles.
Get that Yorkville education. Baseball education and school education.
Yeah. So everyone's loving our singing, George. Grandpa wants a little red caboose. Chug, chug, chug. Little red Train Finder Craig's like, all right, I could do this all night. Oh, gosh. So what is AMSMR, George? What does that stand for?
I don't know.
Isn't that where they like kind of like a
hello?
Make a noise. All right, North Country, thank you for joining us tonight. Good to have you here. Make sure you check out North Country Trains channel. He's been putting out some good content too. He's updating his layout. You got a great little channel there. So check out North Country Trains. In fact, I don't do a good job. I've got to write down more of the people that I go check out their channel so that I can talk about all of the other cool channels like Trainstorm. Trainstorm's always putting out some really neat stuff. Got great content on his channel, so check out his. Cat Nuts is putting up some neat stuff there too. Cat Nuts. You got it. So, all right. So, speaking of Cat Nuts, George, you got a package in the mail, didn't you?
I did. It's from Heath and Cat Nuts.
So, first off, who's Heath, George?
The Human City Junction, Humanity. I say Humanity Junction.
And he's got a really cool train channel. He pops by here from time to time. And what's he? Well, tell me a little bit about Humanity Junction, George.
So we met him. He came on. His first stream was actually when you weren't here. I think you had hearings or something like that.
Right.
And I did it with Mom, and that was like back when we were doing it.
Mom was your co-host, huh?
Yes, and we're doing it every day. And so he eventually started showing up a lot, or more and more. And we knew of him, and I think we really kind of started to.
Don't you remember how we met him? He had I want to say his subscribers in the 40s.
Yeah, and I was gonna get to that.
Okay.
And so when we went on to the Model Railroading Live video on Who's Big Bill Talking
To, that was our first. That was so much fun.
I want to have Heath on here, but he said I want to get my first 100 subscribers legitimately by myself. Well, we kind of didn't let that happen, and we were like, "I'll get him to 100." And
so we were on Big Bill's stream, right? And as a guest on the stream, that was the first time we'd ever been a guest on the stream. And George and I were like giddy, like two little schoolgirls. Oh, Big Bill, Big Bill! If you haven't seen who's Big Bill's talking to, you got to see it. Bill is such a smooth talker. He is so good at this. So he has different people from the model railroading hobby on, and he talks to them. So he was talking to us, and Heath over there at Humanity Junction had just started his channel. Probably had about 60 or so.
I think 60.
So he was on, and there was some dialogue between he and Bill wanted him on, and Heath says, I won't come on until I have 100 subscribers.
Yeah. So we said, hey, guys, go subscribe to Heath. And
right. So then he was on that one, and then we had our live stream for the next week, and we were helping Heath out, talking about his channel and pumping it up. He got 100, and then...
Mm-hmm. And so by then I think the year before we started doing the streams, I had gotten an N scale set for my birthday. And so I was super excited about it, but I didn't really use it. And then I had always wanted to get into T-Track, and that was the reason why I bought the set, was to get into T-Track. And so his YouTube channel is based around N scale T-Track.
Right,
basically building a model railroad in a small living space.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to get into T-Track, and I don't know, I think at that point I was kind of out of it. I was mostly like dialed into O scale, and I had the Sen scale set, and he was into T-Track, so guess what I asked for my next birthday? T-Track module. And so I got the T-Track module, and I had assembled it, but at that point I was too scared to work on it.
Mm-hmm,
I was too scared to lay everything down. The wiring was kind of intimidating. Blah blah blah, and yeah. So then I think a couple months go by. He's like, George, finish the T-Track module, and so at that point I had the track glued down, and it was just the painted. Actually, I don't think it was painted yet. I think it was just the wood wood module, and so we called it indoor weathering because I didn't really want to scenic.
It started to get all dusty.
Yeah. So. Then one day, I think it was recently actually. I don't know. I was home from school and I was like, all right. So I got out all my Woodland Scenics turf, my ballast, and I finished it, and it's pretty solid now.
Smooth.
So guess what I did after that?
Nothing.
I got another one.
Oh yes.
So
more than nothing, huh?
Yeah, more than nothing. But anyways, he kind of inspired me to do that. And so, anyways, going back to the cat nuts thing, that we got way off task. Anyway, so him and Catnuts, or he was doing a giveaway for a he was doing a giveaway for it was a flat car, a circus flat car with a banner on it that said Humanity Junction, that had his logo on it and everything. And from there, I think Catnuts had won the flat car, and so at that point, that was, I think, before the giveaway. I was like, oh, I told Heath I bought another module, and he was super happy about that. And yeah, from there, I think that, so then he texted me, asked me for my address, and he's like, I got something for you. So he sent it, and it was a flat car. So I'm gonna go get that flat car to show everybody. And
all right, before you do, George, we got to sing.
No.
Mr. Pick the Vid just came through the doorways, dropped $5 for the late fee. So Little Red Caboose, come on, George, come back and look. You can't get in there. You can just stand next to me, so you can become a meme. Little Red Caboose, chug chug chug. Little Red Caboose, chug chug chug. Little Red Caboose behind the train. Well, I like this. I like singing just to make George embarrassed. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's so funny to get George embarrassed. Well, in all reality, this is the tricky part about all of this, is that George does this and his friends watch it. Not only his friends that are on the live stream here, all of you guys, but also his friends at school. So he goes back to school and people talk to him about what's on the stream. And he's like, every once in a while, it's like, man, Papa, you're going to have to tone this down, or you're not going to have to do that because, my friends are kind of giving me a hard time about that. So Sometimes I gotta watch his face, although I don't mind putting my son in just a little bit of the embarrassment portion. So, Clara, welcome to the show. So, your LC2 big boy, 4014, broke when I first got it. I got the BLI Paragon 3 4014. Tomorrow is my birthday. I turned 12. Happy birthday! Got a birthday in the house. Ready for a birthday song, George? Well, you can do birthday songs, right?
Happy birthday.
George does birthday songs. So, hey, for your birthday, here we go. Happy birthday to you. George is like, I'm still not singing to you. Happy birthday, dear Clara Decker.
Happy birthday to you.
That boy, George. That boy. The Conrail song. Is there a Conrail song, George?
Ooh, I don't know. I didn't know there was one. I know the Norfolk and Western.
Norfolk and Western. What's the North?
People.
What was it? We're a big hauling railroad. Isn't
No,
that it?
cargo moving people?
We're cargo moving
every day. And then that was a good song. So here is the flat car that had been sent to me. It's a Microtrains flat car. It's pretty cool. He had sent this load, but it also came with a Ringling Bros like
Ringling
banner.
Brothers?
Yeah, it says Bros on here.
Bro?
Yeah.
The Ringling Bras?
Look at the Ringling.
Hey,
Bros.
Ringling Bra!
So anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah. Mm-hmm. The Ringling Bros.
Oh my gosh, Grandma just reminded me of my train song. Going round the bend, 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 going round the bend, 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 and going round the bend, 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 bend,
You
bend.
that song?
Right behind, train. Smokestack on his back, running around the check. The red caboose behind the train. Oh, when you hear the whistle, you... I'm not going to dance. We all have our limitations there. I think that, I think we may have lost you for a second here, boys and girls.
Shoot.
Hopefully we're back. Hey, did we lose you guys? I think not. I think we just lost the television up there, George.
Is it the streaming box?
PlayStation. Get it on the PlayStation. I unplugged the cord here. We got you back. Ooh.
There we go.
I think we're back on, guys.
I'm
Hopefully.
back.
There you go. We're good. Both ends meet coming around the bend. Yep. That was, you probably missed it if we went out. That was when I was dancing, right, George? And Clara, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Otis's birthday is on April 13th, 50 years old, and I got both your shots. Big O. Whoop, whoop. Get you a birthday song. Happy birthday, Otis.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Otis. That was a yawn for Otis.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. So LJL Radar says, how's it going? You forgot to answer my question. Didn't even see the question, LJL. What's the question? Lay it on me.
Lay it on the Waldozer Productions. See if it makes it around again.
So Catnut says we need to see a video with that flat car on the T-Trex. That's a good video, George.
I'll make a video. Yeah. I thought about doing a T-Track video, but I'm not sure. I'm still kind of hesitant about that, just because I don't really know like what I'm doing per se.
Well, that's all right. There are a lot of people that some of those are some of the best videos, don't you think? Everybody, the videos where you're just kind of walking your way through it and learning stuff, and then people give and take. They tell you stuff. You get information back.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The only person that knows everything about trains is me, George.
All right. Tell me. Okay.
Niner.
So
it's a Niner.
Why do they have the different types of doors on the PFE roofers? So you see how on some of them they have the hatch kind of doors that like swing out, and then the other ones they have the sliding doors. Why is that, Pops?
Because some of them have milk and some of them don't have milk.
Wrong.
Some of them reef, and some of them are reefers. So,
Wrong.
well, why don't you tell me, George?
So basically, the ones that have the kind of open, the ones that open from like this, they're meant for fruit. But as the machines that were putting, and when these were being used, they basically, the people who were putting, they had people carrying the stuff over on like wheelbarrows and stuff like that to put them in the flat or the reefers. Well, as the kind of time progressed, they started using forklifts to put the fruit inside of the reefers. So these style doors were not big enough for the forklifts to fit through.
Oh, really?
The doors. So what they started to do is they started making the doors bigger, and that's why they are.
Well, perhaps there's one thing that I don't know about trains, but now I know everything about trains.
All right.
Now I know everything. So, getting back to the stream here, Big O says he's going to scout camp, fixing some stuff out there in Mount Hope, West Virginia.
Nice.
Yeah, we were out there a couple years ago out there at Summit Bechtel. Not in West Virginia, but out in that area. We loved it out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very nice.
So, Western Ohio Interurban History says, you guys got any good billboard ideas? The Burma Shave ones are always good. Of course, the GFW Trains billboard is always appreciated. Or Wally's Iced Tea billboard. What do you think of that one, George?
Yes, that is very cool. By the way, you got to finish your Wally's Iced Tea car.
I know. I started a Wally's Iced Tea. But what I need is a good logo for Wally's Iced Tea. Like a neat logo that I can put on there. I'm not a graphic artist. And I got to find somebody who can make that logo. If there's anybody that do that. I know, Clara, we were just fooling with you. Why don't you put up your name here, and we'll call you by your name. So we get it. So, but still, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So the interurban lines,
they went through Yorkville.
Yep, we had a couple of interurbans come through Yorkville here, right?
We had one from here to Morris. Then we had another one from here to Elgin.
Right. Two of them running right through Yorkville. That would have been neat to see those interurban. And I think there was one the train line that went into Chicago. Oh, that's good. That one's good.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jacob. There's his grandma.
All right. Got you, Jacob. We got you. Happy birthday, Jacob.
Go via or go home. Uh-oh.
Crazy Joe's in the house. Welcome. We got our man Go Via or Go Home.
Yes, sir.
They've got some fun stuff on the channel over there.
Yes.
That's another good one to check out. Go Via or Go Home. They've got some neat stuff going on. Anybody got some neat new videos that they want that they've put out that they want to talk about a little bit on the stream here? Love to talk about those a little bit tonight. So it was fun to go to that train show again, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was real cool. Okay.
So we saw a couple of things that we wanted. I missed out on some rail racks. I wanted to Go Via or Go Home's name is also not Clara.
Good to know.
Yep.
Good to know. Yes.
But yeah, there were a lot of we missed out on a couple of things. There were some rail racks that I wanted. They got sold out from under me to a good friend of mine. Well, how about you, George? Was there anything there?
Not really. I think it was just kind of there's that 2-rail the UP caboose from the steam excursion.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3-rail. That'd be a cool one to get because we got 4014. And be cool to go with 4014. Another cool one would be I don't know. I think that was kind of it for me. What about you?
Oh, there was that 1218 that was really cool with the water tender. That was a little bit high in the price range. I saw a couple of really nice post-war pieces there. Remember the painted nose 2350s that were there?
Oh, yeah.
Or 20, there was just one. It was
and the silver Burlington GP9.
Oh, those were all nice.
That 1218 doesn't really do much for me. I like the TMCC one better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Proto Sounds one I don't like just because you wouldn't really be able to run it that well. Like, I'd rather run it with TMCC than with Proto Sounds one. Does that make sense?
Yep, I got it.
And we have the TMCC one, so.
So some people are rolling through here talking about some of the neat videos that they've gotten. Grandma reminded everybody, and thanks for doing that. George, you should remind that more. That should be your job. Your sister does a really good job. Smash that like button if you would. for everybody coming in here. It really helps out a lot with the algorithm and pushing the stream out to other people who haven't seen it here tonight. And we're going to probably have a low count of people watching the stream. They're a lot lower than we usually do because of the time change. And I appreciate everybody rolling through here even with the time change. So welcome, Lank. But Ravenhawk says that he's working on a series of video about his La Plata trip, rail fanning on the BNSF Railway and the Marceline subs.
Whoa. And
he says he's got one part of that out already, part one. That's a neat one. And then here's another one that I thought was a neat. So everybody go check out Ravenhawk's channel. He's got a cool channel. But that sounds like it's a neat. I haven't seen any of that, but I would have to go check that one out too. And also, Western Ohio Interurban says it made a video talking about the real life counterparts of template trains.
Oh, wow.
I haven't seen that one either. Thanks for pointing this stuff out. That one sounds like another really fun subject matter for a video, doesn't it, George?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about you, and this might make a lot of people angry at me.
Uh-oh. We're making people angry. George, we try and make people happy, not angry. So tell me what.
It's just my opinion, though.
All right, let's hear your opinion. Let's hear it.
Template trains don't really do much for me.
Oh, no.
They don't.
I love it. I get it. I get it because
I would rather spend $100 on a super detailed, or maybe $150 on this caboose that is really cool, super detailed, and then like a simple like template caboose that has minimal detail, and yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I don't know, George. I get it. I get it. And I there wasn't a time when I really didn't like it, but as I grew older, I started to appreciate it more. I like the colors. I like the way that it works. I like the way that it looks. I like the antique feel of some of that stuff, and particularly like ones that are in really, really good shape. That's what I like. And Western Ohio Interurban History brings up a good point. They are more of a toy than that, and I get it. I get how you like that. And it's probably about the polar opposite from that. You know, something like reach down here to your the Red Devil down there. Now this isn't exactly a classic style template train, but I get how somebody can look at that and see toy and not really get fired up about that in the hobby. So why don't you show that one up there to everybody?
So yeah,
so
I bought
this is
at a trade
generally
show.
Something that would be considered a template era.
But yeah, this has got a cool story. I bought this at a train show. I don't know why I bought it, but I bought it at a train show for $25.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work. It's all corroded on the bottom, and we got it to work. So yeah, I thought it was cool just because of the colors. But yeah,
it's a really neat, cool engine. And the guy actually came up to me. He was kind of sheepish. He's like, "I just sold your son a train that doesn't work. Is that okay?"
But yeah, I had to do a couple soldering jobs too. But other than that, works like a champ now.
Yep, and it's actually probably the fastest train in the fleet.
It
just doesn't stay on the tracks real well, does it? Welcome to the stream, Trainman 1993.
Yes.
So yeah, but Western Ohio says that there's nothing like holding a scale model of your favorite train. That's true.
Exactly. I mean,
you don't have. Oh, well, I guess you can. Go ahead, George.
See,
George is about ready to hold a scale model of one of his favorite trains.
I don't know, man. I just enjoy this. I don't know. I like the scale version. I like the detail in it, and I don't know, the sounds. Does that make sense? I'd rather spend, a lot of money on something that has, a lot of cool features with it than something that's worth a lot of money.
I got way behind in the chat. I agree. I understand that.
But yeah.
So DB Tech, yeah, that is a Lionel piece, the Red Rocket. Sorry, I got behind on the chats here, everybody. We got into talking, and I even lost my spot. So,
let's go to the
LJL,
bottom.
you can send us your question. Let me see here. Ours is out. We'll see you around. Trainland, Trainman, whatever you're doing there. Steve87 PSAP says, I best running trains with friends is better than running with scissors. That's for sure.
Huh?
Did you remember everyone don't run with scissors?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, that red one is a Lionel engine. It's what little Lionel? What's it called, George? It says it on the bottom.
Lionel Jr.
Lionel Jr. Right?
Yes. And I was pretty happy with it, but yeah, it quickly became a train racer.
So Ravenhawk says, I remember I once got a post-war Elko FA for $4. Texas Special, 1055. We love that Texas Special, and it still runs.
Dang, he beat you by $1.
I know. I've got mine for $10 at York.
Oh, $10.
Same one though. I like it. So Go Via Go Home says he likes the second level we got going on. Why don't you talk a little about that, George?
So the second level was something that recently came up. A friend of ours, Jim Williams, who I saw pop up on the stream, but
Mike who's on here is helped us cut that.
Yeah. So
and then Jim Williams was on here before.
Mm-hmm.
He is helping us put it up. So go ahead, George. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But it's slowly been coming up, and I think we're pretty. I mean, we're probably 50% done with it. Would you say? All we got to do.
Yeah, I would say, but we've got a lot of hard work left to do. We got to put down the track and ballast and make it pretty too after we get it up. But our first goal is just to get it up and running.
But yeah, so that's
coming together. It's going to be a second part of the original plan of the train layout was a double dog bone, and we only have one dog bone, but we ended up making a couple of other crossovers where we didn't need a double dog bone. But when we get done with it, the second part of the double dog bone is going to go right over the top here. But it's coming together. It's coming together. And in fact, on the side that you can't see over here is where part of the trickiness of it is, because we've got two. We've got the island, and then we've got two drawbridges here that you got to walk through, and we got that pretty much close to getting worked out. We've got to do a little bit of geometry work on one of the two, but yeah, we got that one going. So George need to set up a live stream with Train World. So Train World's doing their virtual York this week too. We haven't had a chance to do that because we've been so busy. Really? But yeah, I'd love to do that with Train World. That's a neat. They've got a neat platform over there that they promote the hobby with, and they promote trains in their hobby store, and they've got some neat programming that they put out with the virtual train shows. That they have been kind of a big pusher in this virtual train world, and I love it. I love it. So all right, where are we at? So I lost you here. It says Grandpa was wondering, Grandpa and DB Tech have been talking back and forth. Says DB Tech, I forgot to tell you about pre-war 1666. They had different slow gearing on it, and it ran like a scale Hudson. Very good.
Interesting.
LJO, I haven't checked my email. We're rolling along on the stream here, and it's really hard for me to pop out and pop in, but I will check that a little bit later. So, yeah. Very good. Oh, shoot. What's that one's name?
Jacob.
Yes, Jacob. There we go. So, and George, that Jacob says, and George, that nice big boy, but what number?
Oh, the number is 4014. We have 4014, 4006, which is my big boy, and then 4024, which is the JLC one. So 4014 is the Vision Line one, 4024 is the first gen one, and then 4024 is the JLC one. So yeah.
Yeah. So DB Tech's wondering if we have any of the Lionel Civil War locomotives, the 1862, 1872, and 1882. We don't have any of the generals here, us. My grandpa, my dad, we've collected all of them. We've got all of those, and they're all in beautiful shape. One of these days, like I said, we're going to live stream over there at my dad's house and just go through some of his post-war trains. He's even got the Halloween General, which is the rarest one of them all, and it's really scarce. It's a really scarce train. But those are cool locomotives. Those are some of my favorites. My brother's favorite was always the General.
Yes, I do remember
Uncle
that.
Bob's is so. Ravenhawk says, y'all interested in having me drop in? Doesn't look like you have a guest on tonight. I'd love to chat with y'all. You know what? That'd be cool, Ravenhawk. But I don't know how long our stream is going to go tonight. I think we're probably going to have an abbreviated stream. But what I'd really like to do is have you on in a stream in the next couple of weeks. So if you could do me a favor, if you could hit us up or shoot me I don't know your email address. Otherwise, I would email you. And I always hate it when someone says email me. But if you could shoot me a line over at trainbuds.com, I can shoot you back. And I would love to have you on as a guest because it's always fun to talk with you. And again, it's not that I don't want to have you on. It's just that I'd rather have you on. I don't know how long we're going to go tonight because I know George is super tired and he's got a baseball game early in the morning. So I didn't think we were going to go more than probably an hour and a half. But I would really love to have you on for a full segment if you wouldn't mind there, Ravenhawk. Does that sound like a plan?
Go Via or Go Home had a good question.
What's his question? Top 5 things every model railroad needs. Well, lay it on me, George. What do you thought?
So, I think top 5 things every model railroader needs. Good track, good transformer, a well-working engine, and I'm thinking like a place to.
Western Ohio says track.
Oh, and an understanding wife or mother.
Oh, that's good. That is always a good one here.
Oh, Bilko says a number 45 Gateman.
Yeah, that's a for sure. Table, transformer, these are all good. Otis is wondering, George, do you have an upper deck set up to run the train from the lower deck to the upper deck on an incline? We do.
Well, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. We don't have it set up right now, but it's going to start right over here.
Where those cars are.
Where these cars are.
C&O cars are.
And it's going to start inclining from over here, back around, incline, and then the end of the incline is going to be right over here by the back of the big boy. You can't see the big boy totally on camera here, but it's on the back of the big boy. So it'll be back around there. So we have a nice slow incline up where we can take big trains up and down. Oh, yeah, this is another one. You got to have lots of money for your top 5 things, George.
Yes.
Hey, Mommy Lulu's here.
Hello. Hi.
You know what? These are all great answers. I agree. Great answers. A cool dad to pay for it. That's not bad. I can, cars, lots of money. Number 45 gate man.
I did.
4014 is back in service.
Yeah.
A good place to put the model railroad. That's good for sure. DB Texas at George Woodrick. I was looking online at different Lionel engines and I saw the Civil War ones. I'm going to have to look for one. Yeah, those are cool engines and they're not that expensive either.
Dang. Yeah, those are real cool. There's one on OGR like a couple months ago for like really cheap. They get sold though. But yeah, man, that was really cool. I was deciding between getting that one. It was in like real nice shape too. Getting that one or the PFE reefers, the Vision Line PFE.
Right.
But I got the Vision Line PFE reefers. But yeah.
So Ravenhawk, that's really cool. I want to have you on the stream. And like I said, the only reason why I'm not having you on tonight is I don't want to waste a segment with having you on. And I want to have you on for a full show because I think it's going to be a great time to chat with you a little bit. You're always so much fun to talk to and a great ambassador for the hobby. So that's the only reason why George and I are going to roll on here probably for a little while longer. George might fall asleep on us or I might fall asleep. I'm not sure. This is a good one. George, did you know the Soviet Union?
We've seen it.
I know.
We actually have a friend who owns a knockoff Lionel Soviet Union set. It's runs on 3-rail track.
Yeah.
The ZW. Or no, it was a transformer.
Right, it had a transformer.
It was like a traditional Lionel transformer. It was like the blue one, right?
Right. It was all knockoff.
And where it would say Lionel, it was just like there was nothing there.
Right.
Just like, and the gateman, you turn it over where it says Lionel, it's just like it's there. Like you could see the indent where it was.
Right.
And even the locomotive. I think the track was very similar except for the switches. The switches were different. The locomotive was totally different. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was exactly the same. Hey, welcome everybody that's rolling through the door. Railfan Roger, if you're just coming through here, please do us a favor, smash that like button. For those of you that are tuning in and are just watching the stream and tuning in now, this is George, otherwise known as GFW Trains.
Hello.
I'm Wally, the guy who takes GFW Trains places. Together we are
GFW Trains.
and welcome to our live stream. So again, if you're new around here, welcome. If you are not new around here, welcome back. Smash that like button. And we come here, we do live streams every Friday, don't we, George? Although it's going to be a little bit sporadic coming up. We got a lot of cool things coming on. We're going down to Indianapolis Motor Speedway here in a couple of weeks on Friday. We're gonna have to see if I think our first goal would be to attempt to stream from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be
Because we'll be with Grandpa,
Yeah.
We'll be with Sammy,
Bilko.
We'll be with Bilko. We'll have a lot of.
It'd be like a podcast.
Right. So hey, Mama Yaya's in the house.
Hey, Yaya.
Wait, we'll see you around. Thanks for coming by. Grandpa.
Oh,
What's?
I mean that is true. I think I remember that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. So the Bill Carbernis is saying.
Hold on, let me look. All right, hold on. Let me see. Soviet.
So George is looking that up. Thanks, Isaiah. It says smash and destroy that like button. It shows that you like the stream. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all of the support. The stream is live. I get that, Mr. Pictovit. I get that, but people watch it on the replay there. So I don't know, and I don't know why I said that. Maybe I'm just running out of things to say. Well, that's not true. I'll never run out of things to say.
Never ever.
So yeah, Train Finder Craig says I could check you out at Indy. Well, we might have to communicate about that when we're down there. Just we're not sure if we're going to be able to get the bandwidth to do the stream, but we'll have a cool cast of characters. Split Rock 323 says nice looking UP reefer train you got there, George.
Thank you.
I knew that one.
It's my prized possession. I couldn't find the picture, but yes.
And someone says stop by Mr. Muffin's Trains. I would like to go to Mr. Muffin's Trains.
You've been there once.
I've never been to Mr. Muffin's Trains. That's one I'd love to get
never mind. Yeah.
I'd love to get a video. Well, he runs trains out there, I think every Saturday or every Friday or something like that. We can roll out there for that, and love to get a video of some of that stuff.
Yeah, it would be cool. Oh no.
So good stuff. Rob 412 says just tune in. What's the boxcar and the conductor hat? That's a good question, George.
Let me back up this train and I'll go grab it. But basically, a good friend of ours gave it to us. He's the president of the TCA. Uh-oh.
Stu Rankin. Yep.
Yes, let me get it. The Muffin Man.
We'll go to the Mr. Muffin Man. So anyway, this one here, right here, George will grab that. It's a custom GFW Trains boxcar.
Boom. Signed by Stewart. December 2020.
So yeah, he made that one special for George. If there's one thing that we love, it's special custom gifts from people who watch the stream. That's
super special because he's the president of the TCA.
Right.
Speaking of gifts, though, we recently got something from Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh, that's right. Grandma and Grandpa. This is good. It was my birthday. Grandma and Grandpa ran around for my birthday. So Grandma gave me a couple gifts and said I got to open these up on the show. Happy birthday to me. Woo! Whoop, whoop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Grandma says, look, there's special instructions. What does it say, George?
Oh, huh. Open Friday night on the GFW Trains Livestream.
Well, guess what we're going to do? Grandma, actually, before I open these, I want to make sure that Grandma's on the live stream. Dad or Mom, check in before I open these because I want to make sure that you're here. So this one's got a very train feel to it, doesn't it, George?
Nah, I think it's a doll.
Wait a second. Grandpa says not the small one. What about not the small one?
Uh-oh. This one's probably one for Mom. Or Anita.
Okay, well, maybe that one's... Grandma, you got to give us some instructions here on this stuff. Dad, go get Mom. We'll get some instructions. So Real Toy Trains, what's up? I'm glad you're rolling by. Thanks for coming in. If you're just rolling through the door, smash that like button for us. That'd really help us.
I'm here. Open just one, the big one.
All right. Who's the little one for there, Mom?
Probably Mom.
All right. So this one's. Here we go.
Bill says it's a pair of shoes. Chacos.
Chacos. I bet it is. All right. So here we go. Presents, you got it, Trainstorm. Presents for me. Yeah, it's the right size box. Kathy's in the house. Says, sorry I'm late. I was caught up in some other video. Well, hey, welcome to the stream. Smash that like button for us.
I think it's dirty underwear.
Oh, all right. Socks, a Hawaiian train shirt.
Oh.
We got a lot. What else you guys think's in here? That's a good thing. What else you think of? Slidecat says, I was saying stop by your place on the way to Indy. We could. Now that's a good idea. There's a couple of guys down there. Maybe we could tell them to hook up with us while we're out there at Indy. It's going to be George's birthday. We're going to be celebrating his birthday out there.
Yeah, we got to specify the Grand Prix.
The Indy Grand Prix. We got to specify. We have tickets to the 500 and the Grand Prix, but because of the crowd, we're not going to go to the 500 this year. But we are going to the Indy Grand Prix, which is the 4th. We're going to be out there the 14th, the 15th, and then we're leaving on the 16th. We're going to be out there for Big George's birthday. Wait, one more time. We're going to be out there for George's birthday, May 15th. So, yeah, that would be fun to have everybody out for your birthday, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Yep, for sure. Wally's gotten many birthday presents. Already, George, wrap that seaboard up. Birthday for Wally.
Hold on. Hey, be careful when you open this up. I got to reseal it.
What's smaller than a bread box? All right, what do you think, guys? Here, what do you think? A smaller box inside a big box with an even smaller box size than that one. Wow. Right on. So, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, May 15th, GFW Birthday Fest. Oop, try not to yawn. Oh, Cole. There is not coal in here. There's a Grandpa says there's a great breakable train inside the box. All right, I'm opening it.
Watch it be broken as you open it.
Oh, Bill looks.
I was right. Wait, it's actually Chacos.
Oh. Not shoes. That was a good one there, Grandma. Says it's got to be rolling stock.
She knows that you open stuff.
A New Zealand KA class. All right, not shoes. Ready?
It's got the instructions for shoes.
Yes. Bum, 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 bum. For those of you that know me, know that I love my Godzilla. And I love nothing more than King Kong versus Godzilla. And you know what? That movie just came out. And I have been waiting for the perfect moment to go see that. I didn't see it when it comes out. I haven't seen it. And a shame on me for not seeing that. As big of a Godzilla fan as I am. And King Kong up here on our layout for all of those that have been around here for a while, have watched this all come into play. We're known for having the Godzilla on our layout at my dad's layout.
Look at that. You got a new present.
Oh, what is it, George?
Per request, Grandpa.
Oh, all right. Seaboard NW2.
There you go.
Godzilla. Well, actually, the old one, Godzilla lost because they said that King Kong had a bigger brain. But it depends on which version you watched. The American version had King Kong win, but I believe it was the Japanese version. You could hear Godzilla screeching in the distance, so it wasn't that King Kong won. That Godzilla's still alive. But I haven't seen the new one. No, this is the old one. So the new one has come out. I was thinking we'd go watch that tomorrow after your baseball game.
Deal.
Because I didn't watch it yet because I haven't had a chance to go to the movie theater. Kind of been waiting for the right time to go to the movie theater, and I didn't want to watch it on the television. I wanted to see that one on the big screen. So, yeah, how about that one, BB Tech? I love this shirt. Bum, 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 bum. Arkansas, Oklahoma Model Railroader, welcome back. Hey, Sparky, welcome to the stream. Got Godzilla over here, and one of my videos that I made that I was so disappointed with because it hasn't performed real well. But one of my favorite videos that I made was a monster layout.
Oh yeah.
Where I had our Yellowstone
yeah.
and Godzilla on different spots on the layout. I thought that would be a fun change of things with some Godzilla music in the background, but that one hasn't performed very well as a video.
So wait. I want to know more about have you seen both the Japanese and the American Kong versus King Kong?
I haven't. So and they're the same movie. It's the same movie. It's just at the end of the movie, the old movie. This is the one that came out in 1963 and it was a really bad movie, by the way.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And at the end of King Kong versus Godzilla that originally came out, King Kong beats Godzilla. And they said the reason why King Kong beat Godzilla is because Godzilla had a little brain and King Kong has a big brain. So, and I correct me if I'm wrong, if everybody knows this, and I think this is the way that it goes, and it's not vice versa. In the American version, King Kong beats Godzilla. Okay, we'll do Grandma. King Kong beats Godzilla. Oh, in fact, we got to get to, before I do this, Grandma and Grandpa, while you're watching, the game for tomorrow was canceled. The team that George was playing, they had a COVID. Some players test COVID, so they can't come.
But you still can come to the scrimmage.
There is going to be a scrimmage there.
And we can go to the movies after.
Right. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. We'll talk tomorrow morning. Now, I'm sorry, everybody, for disrupting the stream, but it flowed through my head, and I know I'd forget if I didn't tell them now. So thank you, everybody. So anyway, at the end of the movie, George, Godzilla gets beaten by King Kong, and
is it in the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
So King Kong Godzilla goes in the water, and you think that Godzilla is dead, and that's kind of the way that they leave it. One version they just leave it as that, in the credits roll. And the other version, and I believe it's the Japanese version, after the credits roll, you hear Godzilla.
Oh, so it's like the original,
where he goes back in the water.
Yeah, or like the original.
It was before the credits rolled, though. But
okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I liking that mullet, George. That mullet's coming in pretty good. In fact, we had to get it cut a little bit. It was so. Catnuts, what you got for breaking news? Well, maybe it was the baseball game was the breaking news.
Oh.
Domo Arigato, George. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
That's a good song. We have that song in the Mustang.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. So weather's starting to get a little bit nicer outside. We're going to have to bust out that Mustang.
Yes.
Speaking of weather getting nice, it's about time that I was thinking about 7.5 gauge and going out and doing some 7.5 gauge stuff.
Yes.
Bill Coe says it's okay. You can talk about anything on here, but mostly trains. Exactly.
We'll have to make a GFW Trains version, and Godzilla just kick King Kong in the shins and be destroyed. Yeah.
Well, we got King Kong up here. Oh, there he is, King Kong. He's on the top of the Empire State Building over there, and we got Godzilla trying to destroy the GFW Trains caboose over there.
I think I've seen one of the older Godzilla movies. I remember Kong. Kong was one of my favorite movies ever.
Really?
I loved that movie.
Yeah, that one is good.
You want to know why?
Why'd you like it, George?
Because the island.
This is the last one that they went to, or the last one that they did with Monster Island.
Yes.
I
loved just because of that island.
Oh, Monster Island is fun.
I could care less about Kong. But the island, just the backstory on it.
Yeah.
That is my favorite part of the movie. And you know what I mean? So I think that is why I love that movie so much. I saw that, the King Kong, or not the King Kong.
Artemis is in the house. Good to see
Johnny.
you there, Johnny. All right. Sorry to didn't just saw him on there.
So anyways, yeah. I saw the last Godzilla movie, the newer one. That one is okay. I didn't really like it too much. And yeah, I think we saw a couple of the older Godzilla movies on YouTube one time.
Yeah, when Anita was growing up, Anita loved to watch old Godzilla movies with me.
Yeah, and I remember watching the clips with you, especially with the triple-headed guy. I forget his name. The
Ghidorah.
Ghidorah, and then there's just the regular King Ghidorah, right?
Nope. Well, King Ghidorah is got the three heads,
Okay.
and then Mecha King Ghidorah, one of the heads got knocked off, and it was a mechanical one.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yep. So
Mothra.
Mothra.
That was always Anita's favorite.
Yep. Masaraya.
Mm-hmm.
So good to see you, Artemis. Thanks for coming in, getting back to the stream here. So there's Isaiah wants to know if we're going to do another 7.5 gauge live stream. We'd love to do that. We're going to have to do that.
We gotta find a 7.5 gauge railroad that's got good internet connection.
Right.
Like cell service.
Actually, the one that we did out there at what's our Prairie State wasn't so bad. We were able to do that one pretty good. But at White Creek, that one was cool.
Awful.
But it was bad bandwidth. But it was the neatest live stream. We did about 2 hours of just running trains. George was driving on a steamer, everything like that. That was great. LJL, if you make it out here to Chicago, would love to I go and do some 7.5 gauge stuff. 7.5 gauge Sunday Run Day boiler certification, George. That might be a good one to go out to.
Mothra, yes.
Yep. So Anita's got to come back. Well, she's not even here tonight. The girls it's just George and I tonight. My daughter Anita is out doing a dance competition. She's a little hip hop dancer. She's got a hip hop man. She was tearing. Shush. She was doing really good. So yesterday she crushed it running. She was runs a 600 or 600, the 1600 and the 800.
4x8.
No.
Oh, she did.
It's not a relay, just 800. And she took second in the meet both races and smoked. She ran neck and neck both races with the girl that took first place and just barely got nudged out at the end on both of those, but ran them really hard and really good. So wasn't there a giant caterpillar in one of the Godzilla movies? Yeah, it was. It was a caterpillar that turned into a moth, and that was Mothra. And that was the larva form of Mothra. Mothra was always – so Godzilla sometimes fought with the humans and sometimes he fought against the humans. But Mothra always would fight for the humans.
Yes.
Yep. So Arkansas and Oklahoma modeler says any HO scale layout or any HO scale layout soon, like entering the Walthers 2021 contest. Have you been following that, George?
I had no clue that was a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a neat contest they're doing about building layouts and everything like that. Train Finder Craig says it's the Anita and George show, and that I have the inside track that Anita may take over George on the show.
Nah,
well, it's funny to watch the analytics of all of the different GFW Trains movies and what people are watching and what people aren't watching. And we haven't had any really any videos that we've put out in a while that have gotten a lot of pop, at least since Christmas, where there's got a lot of traction. And we've got to put out some train layout videos because those are the ones that do best for us. And in the interim, since we haven't put anyone out, one of the videos that we've got that's gotten the most traction and has come back up is the video that Anita made when she took the train with me to downtown Chicago. That one's probably been our one of our best performing videos on the street on the channel. So that's always interesting too, isn't it, George?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, the analytics. So it's some they confuse me a lot, but it's cool seeing the graphs and stuff like that.
So Johnny says, "Come over and run trains by his place."
All right, bet I'll do it.
George is gonna have his driver's license in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'll just drive over to your house. There we go.
So Catnut says, "I love the layout update videos, and those are good. Those always perform well. And we really should be doing more of those for our layout because." It's just one of those things where I'm working on the layout and it just doesn't come to my mind to start doing updates and everything like that.
West Chicago Railroad and I are thinking of hitting up IRM next month. You guys should come. Yes. West Chicago, by the way. Remember that one guy that used to comment on his videos all the time who was from the Chicago area?
Mm-hmm.
That's West Chicago.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
So him and Johnny have become really good friends recently. So, yeah.
Oh, good. Sean's Trains. Welcome to the stream, Sean. And again, everybody, if you're just rolling through the door, do me a favor and smash that like button. Here we go, George. Train Finder Craig with another 5 spot says Anita makes George cry, but the railroad comes through the middle of the house, right smack dab in the middle of the house. It comes and goes through the middle of the house. The trains are right on time. and here comes the 509. Well, the bill collector comes to the house. He likes to scream and fuss. So we set him right down in the middle of the house, and he never more bothers us. No, he never more bothers
Us.
That was the railroad runs through the middle of the house, right smack dab in the middle of the house. We had all of the railroad songs. I had the Johnny Cash Railroad album. Had them all, George. Had them all. You need to have more train songs at your tongue.
All right. Okay.
Boy, you need to, yeah. So LJL says, you want to hear the proposal I came out with? Yeah, lay it on us, dude. Lay it on us. So once again, this live stream is brought to you by the GFW Trains merch line and the mainline Discord, which are down below. If anybody wants to get some nice
GFW
products,
Trains
GFW
merch.
Trains products, GFW Trains merch down below. There's a link to the store that sells the GFW Trains merch. And then also there's a really cool Discord channel. George, why don't you talk a little bit about the Discord channel?
So the Discord channel is kind of an opportunity for everybody to continue talking after the streams are over. And yeah, but it's basically an opportunity for everybody to continue chatting after the streams are over. And yeah, it's been going for over a year now, which is really cool. And recently we've had some issues with it, so it's kind of still in the works per se. But yeah,
Stop being such dopes on the Discord channel.
Yeah, please.
So it's made it not fun for some of the people on there. So just come in there, have a nice chill chat. If you want to talk smack or talk about something else without being chill, go somewhere else. Go to Hello Kitty channel or something like that.
Yeah.
So Optimus says Burnsy's doing a real good job at keeping the place alive. Attaboy, Burnsy, I appreciate that.
Yes.
So DB Texas, I just noticed the river and the bridge that got painted in the background. Right. No, right over here. My mom is painting that up. Isn't that coming together really nice? So it's going to be George and I took a train trip when we were out east, and we didn't know that there was a real thing, that the Hellgate Bridge was a real thing, because we've been seeing that forever. You know, it's an icon in Lionel train lore, the Hellgate Bridge that Lionel came out with. We're on this train, and all of a sudden we took a turn, and there it was, the real Hellgate Bridge. We took a bunch of pictures of it, and so that was a really important thing that we wanted on our layout as you're coming into New York City over here, is the Hellgate Bridge.
We really wanted to get the model of it, but we couldn't. We weren't able to find a place to fit it, so we're like, all right, what's the next best thing?
So we're going to put the lift bridge over here, and that's going to go slide down this way a little bit. So it's going to be really neat, where it's going to look like the lift bridge and then the Hellgate Bridge over there. It's going to come together pretty cool, I think. Yeah, that's right. Train Finder Craig, the Hello Kitty channel. Go over there and
yeah, get them up.
So LJL says, "Can you read my last question?"
We did.
We did read it. We did read it. We do want to hear what your proposal is, buddy. Lay it on me. Lay it on me. So Sean says, "I've been so busy, I didn't know you had the second level started." We do. In fact, we've done most of the work on the second level on the side that you can't see over here. We've got a spot for our lift bridge over here. We've got two of the drawbridges that we're working on. The geometry for 2 levels on those drawbridges is tough. So I don't want to show anybody that, because we got a lot of junky stuff going on the other side here. And when we get that all cleared up, then I'll show everybody what it looks like on the other side. But it's nice. So Isaiah says, "I've seen the Hellgate Bridge. I have a picture of it too. If I'd like, you can send it. I can send it to you." For sure, dude. That'd be good. Send it to I would love to see that. Let's see here. Hold on. We have got our, not that one, the banner. This is our train buds at gmail.com. Hit us up over there. Hit us up.
Alrighty. Yes.
Johnny says he wants to stop by and see the progress. Yeah.
Please. Yes, we got to get the band back together. Get Tim over
do some running on some running trains on the layout.
Yes.
Randall Ellison says, hey, GFW Trains, can't stay, but wanted to drop in and say hello. It's like, and dropping a like on the way out. We like that. So smash that like button and support our channel, support the stream. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad everybody's here hanging out with us, even though we got a little bit of a late start this evening. How you feeling there, George? You're looking like you're getting a bit tired.
I'm tired.
George had a long day at that baseball game today.
Yeah, I went to bed late last night studying for the social studies test.
How'd that go, George?
Went okay. I got a 9. Wait, shoot. I got to think about this now. So a 9 out of 19, but 8 questions still need to be graded. So the most I could get is a 17 out of 19.
Okay.
So I think that's an 89%. Well, not what I was hoping for, but it's better than the 50 that I got earlier. So
yeah, no, that's good. That's good. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we've got about 10 minutes before we hit the hour and 30 minutes mark. So we'll keep rolling for about another 10 minutes. That sound good, George?
Yeah.
And we'll sign off at about an hour 30. And we're kind of rolling through some people coming in, some people coming out. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us this evening here. So Sparky 107 says, sure, son, tease me about Strasburg. Laugh out loud. August, I hope for the next meet and greet. Sparky, what are you thinking about doing for the meet and greet? Is it going to be out there at Strasburg? Fill us in on your meet and greet. We're hoping that we're going to do at least, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a meet and greet this summer out at IRM. That'd be fun to do a meet and greet out there. But we're definitely headed out to York the next time that York opens up, and we're going to do a York tailgate out there at the Train Collectors Association York meet. We're going to have 1, possibly 2 motorhomes out there. We're going to be tailgating hopefully at the grounds on the show, and inviting everybody out there. That's our pie in the sky plan. So we'll see what happens. Says, oh yeah, Sparky saying, it depends on the border for sure. You want to keep all those crazy Americans out.
Yeah.
Things are getting better all over the world. Things are getting better all over the place. So hopefully the border is going to get less tight soon.
So I got a story for you.
Tell me the story, George.
So we were on the bus ride back home from the baseball game, and we were having a blast, like goofing off and stuff like that. Well, a friend of ours, there's the guy sitting there, and he was, we were talking about, I forget what we were talking about, but he said something to a friend of mine named Ryan Striviak. And he said something about Ryan being slow, right?
Okay.
So he's like, Ryan, or be quiet, Ryan, you're slow. Took him 2 minutes to get that question. Said, wait, be quiet, Charlie. It was so funny. Everybody couldn't stop laughing. But yeah,
that's good. That's good. So Grandma says the Hellgate Bridge was named after the bend in the river, that gate entrance into New York City, the hell of the gate to New York City. All right. Oh, there's another yawn. We should be doing George stopped doing his yeah thing. So not too many drinks, but maybe we should be doing drinks every time George yawns.
Yeah.
Drink up, everybody. Drink up.
But yeah, oh man.
So October 21st to 23rd is York, right? And for right now, as far as we know, that's going to be on, which is cool. Now, the matter on our end here, the GFW Trains end, is seeing how we can organize and we can make our meetup out there at York, because I think that would be fun. And one of the things that we've done in the past out there at York is you can camp on the fairgrounds there. And I think, like I said, we're coming out with one, possibly 2 motorhomes in the GFW Trains caravan. We've got a motorhome. Bilko's got a motorhome, and it's just whether we're going to be driving them separate or we're going to be driving them together or how we're going to be doing that. But then when we're out there, we want to have, after the show is done, take a drink, everybody. Another yawn there for George. After the show is done, we want to have something where everybody can come back, meet and greet, talk about the things that they get or they didn't get there at York. And yeah, I think that would be neat to do. I think it would be cool for people to see the York train show that haven't been there. I think it'd be neat for the people to go and see what the Train Collectors Association is all about. If you could give us at GFW Trains a little pump by saying that we got you into the Train Collectors Association, that would be cool, but that's not our intent. That's not our intent. So, yeah, well, Peeps, do they Pepsi?
Pepsi's good, but Coke is better.
Let's see. Maybe I can give George a drink, see if he wakes up. like a Pepsi. Not any iced tea. That'll put him right to sleep, I think. Train finder Craig says he'll be out there at York. Maybe we'll see you at Indy. In fact, we're going to be out there at Indy for the Grand Prix. We're going to be out there for George's birthday, which is May 15th. The 14th, we want to try and have a live stream out there. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we're going to be out there 15th. If you're in the Indianapolis area or anywhere around there, come out. Another drink for George. He's on more today than on the 24-hour stream. I know. He was late night last night studying. Only 5 more minutes, George.
The 24-hour stream was something else, man. It was also fun, but awful at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like
I loved it.
Oh no, I had a great time. It was just one of those things where like the last 3 hours were just like, make it stop.
Oh, that's good. So Slagcat, so those of you that don't know what York is, it's probably the biggest train show out there, and it's a York Fairgrounds in York, Pennsylvania, and just huge trains everywhere. The Eastern Division of the Train Collectors Association puts it on, and you have to be a part of the Train Collectors Association to go. So you can join either beforehand or you can join there, but you are going to want to do this. This is what I guarantee. You're going to want to sign up for the Train Collectors Association before you go so you can get your tickets to York, because you don't want to stand in line when the show starts, because some of the best things that you see are going to be the things that you see in the first 20 minutes of the meet. It's kind of stressful, as a matter of fact, George, because
yeah, man, that's stressful.
Oh, that's neat. Lambo is saying that the Academy Awards Sunday night is from Union Station in downtown Los Angeles. It's the train station that was built in 1939. It's beautiful. I didn't know that was going to be down there. That's kind of neat.
That is cool. Yeah.
Grandpa says, yep. So you're right. It's a really neat place. We we drove the train out there one time, and yeah, that's kind of neat. Isaiah Hawkins says he got his, I got my own Lionel train set for $90 at York.
Wow.
For sure. Bear Creek Woodworking. Good to see you here on the stream. Welcome to the stream.
You like woodworking?
I love me some woodworking. So smash that like button since you're just rolling through the door. Grab yourself a nice tea. We're just winding down on the stream, but hey, we're winding down on the stream, but winding up on the weekend because we got the rest of the weekend coming around. Isn't Train Fest in Milwaukee larger? No. And it's two totally different feels. Train Fest
is the largest train show.
It's a swap meet. I would say that the York is more of a swap meet, but York is bigger than Train Fest
by a mile. The Train Fest fills one building,
but Train Fest is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Train Fest, it's amazing. It's two totally different things.
If you were to ask me to go to Disney World or Train Fest, I'd say Train Fest.
It's two totally different feels to it between York and Train Fest. Both of them are cool. Both of them are huge, and both of them are the best in what they are in their own unique way. So Bear Creek says, I wish I could have been here sooner. I was working. I'll watch the replay. Well, thank you, because we've had a good time. We've had a good time. We had a little bit later of a start than we usually do today. We started at 8 because George had a baseball game, and he's tired as all get out. He's been yawning up a storm. I told him that at an hour and a half into the stream that we'll end her down. So watch the replay. I'm glad that you made it here. Smash that like button if you could. And thanks everybody for rolling around the stream. Isaiah says he would go to Disney World any day.
You mean York over?
No, I would go to York over Disney World any day. Oh,
Disney World's cool, but Train Fest is better.
Yep. All right. LGL says I'll Gmail you, Wally, today. All right, good. Because I didn't mean not to read your thing there. It's just that when I'm doing the live stream, it's really hard to check my email address and do all of the stuff. So George, we're hitting that hour and 30-minute time. So what do we got coming down the pike for GFW Trains? You thinking about doing any train videos these days, or is that still rolling around in your head? Got baseball on the brain.
Baseball on the brain.
Baseball on the brain for George. So George has got her on cruise control on GFW Trains, and boy, he looks like he's about ready to fall asleep. So anyway, with that, thanks everybody for coming here tonight. I already gave my speech, but I'll give it again here. We've got a really, really cool corner of our community here. This YouTube community with all of these trained people and George Yawning is really, really a fun group. So please, everybody, support each other. Check out everybody's channels that are on here that are talking. Check out, all you have to do is just search, Lionel trains, model trains, HO trains, anything like that. Everybody's got some really cool content. So please support each other. Down below, there's a link to the Discord, and there's a spot on the Discord server where you can promote your YouTube channel. So please go there and do that. But the most important thing is just to be there, be nice to each other, help each other out, and let's help each other's YouTube channel grow, and let's help this hobby grow. So with that, we'll see you around the roundhouse, everybody.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Thanks for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. Have a great weekend, everybody. George? Bash. Have a great one. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great weekend.